Something I had written about my students. See, thanks to some of my students who used to write some kind of poetry. And my mother, okay, my father was a math professor. My mother has written poetry books in Tamil. And so my younger sister actually is a PhD in French literature, and she taught in Xavier's College in Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu, and she retired recently. So somehow, because of all those connections and my own students who were writing poetry, I started writing some poetry. What loosely can be talked poetry, like Professor Balasubramanian's son got married 5 years back. I wrote something for him also, his wedding. So this is something my mother used to do. Somehow that genes came up to me. So this is what I had written about my students. As I told you already, my students, okay, so it's a simple fact. So many people will say that I am self-made. Some people will say, no, my parents helped me, or my teachers helped me, my uncle helped me, etc. So apart from my father, actually, because of my father, I had an aunt and uncle. They were also teachers. My uncle was a math teacher. My aunt was a physics teacher. So they all were inspired by my father. There are various kind of inspiration maybe there, but in the long run, how I am proceeding, even after retiring, continuing and all, and thanks only to my students. What I am telling you is a very, very special thing. I may not be really unique, but I am one of the rarest of the rare. I am totally out and out students made teacher. Okay, I am not like teacher made student and all. I am a students made teacher. When the first time I teach, and when some student says that I teach well, then I think, okay, people say I teach well, I should teach even better. And when somebody tells me that I'm an inspiring teacher, I say, okay, this is new to me. Now that I'm inspiring teacher, I should find more and more ways of inspiring students. So this is how it has been all through going on. Even now, when I meet these Bengali students, I try to find out their own weaknesses and their own strengths. This is easier here because, as I told you, in Mumbai, it was a cosmopolitan city. Each and every people coming from different culture and so on. In Hyderabad, it is even more so, people coming from different. Here, people almost have the same culture, so it's easier to handle them that way. But this is something I had written about my students. That's what I wanted to read. And in case you are editing, make sure that this part is not cut. Most important part for me is this. So this is all about my students. The treasure of my life, joy beyond all joys. The treasure of my life, joy beyond all joys. Memories sweeter than any sweet. I am a very big sweet lover. I am very happy to be in Bengal because of the sweets. Memory sweeter than any sweet. You have changed me forever. Memory sweeter than any sweet. You have changed me forever. World weary and street smart I was for a long time. World weary and street smart I was for a long time. You brought me back my young and innocent days. You brought me back my young and innocent days. Some of you say that I am an inspiring teacher. Some of you say that I am an inspiring teacher. The truth is this, all of you have inspired me all along. The truth is this, all of you have inspired me all along. Okay, so that is what I had written about my students, and I think that I am totally students made.